500 subs, huh? Well then, I have an idea for my intro. Well, here we are at Subway. I am going to ask for 500 subs in celebration of 500 subscribers, so let's go in. Well, apparently Subway doesn't like making 500 subs for one person, so I just settled for mango bubble tea here. I did ask for 500 pearls. Now, I'm bad at counting, so I'm just going to assume there are 500 pearls in there. Well, who would have thought that someplace would make 500 subs for you right on the spot? I just don't get it, but anyways, thank you everyone for watching to the level here with a 500 subscriber thank you video. So yes, thank you everyone, whether you're a new subscriber or you've been here since the beginning. Thank you all so much for the love and support, for putting up with me for this long. I don't know how you do it, but yes, no, thank you all so much. It means a ton. And yeah, whether you're here just for the skits, for the parody videos, my top 5, pickup videos, games I beat, you know, or you watch every single one, like, I appreciate each and every one of you, so thank you. And thank you also for the response on my last discussion video where I talked about video games changing the formula. I got a lot more comments than I thought I was going to get for it, and that's, yeah, just awesome to me because I don't really care about the views, but if I get a video with a lot of comments, that makes me very happy because I love talking anything video game related with people, right? So yeah, thank you for that, and look forward to more discussion videos because yeah, I have a few more I want to talk about that, you know, I'm kind of seeing here and there other people talk about, so think they make for a good discussion video. So for this thank you subscriber video, I want to do a little you know, kind of questionnaire Q&A sort of thing. So I put out 2 community posts, one when I hit like 450 subs and then one right before 500 subs, just asking for any sort of questions, you know, video game related or not, just let me hear them and everything, and so we got quite a few, so yeah, let's dive right in. So yeah, I got kind of my old phone here just to look through here. So first up we have Yoshi Slurpee, who asks, do you enjoy your job, what do you do, and it seems like you're successful at getting through your backlog of games, how do you do it, thanks. So yeah, I don't really talk about my job because, yeah, this will just answer the question. No, I don't enjoy what I do. I went to school in 2018, but I graduated in 2020, right? So, kind of the worst year to graduate for a student, and it was a niche program, right? So, you know, I did have a job lined up, but it had to be taken away, and yeah, because of the restrictions in Canada, they lasted about probably about 2 years before we really start to level things out, right? Which really affected students like me, right? So, unfortunately, yeah, I don't really like to talk about it, but, you know, it's not like a big secret, but anyways, my jobs have basically involved retail or restaurant. That's kind of it's unfortunately now. I do well for myself to, you know, support myself, support my hobby back here, but yeah, I'm not happy where things are. Saying that though, this is where having kind of the therapy and CBT and all that really helps because I really like this question since I get to talk about kind of the positives where we'll get into how I started YouTube because someone else asked that, but yeah, if I basically got hired right out of school, then I guarantee I would not have done YouTube. I wouldn't have had the time because my field was in like a broadcast engineering field and it was a very tough course, and yeah, basically we were told, like, we would be like the doctors of the broadcast industry, where if something goes wrong, we're getting a call and we have to go there, right? So your hours could be anywhere in between and all that. So yeah, guarantee I wouldn't have started YouTube. And also because I, don't have that sort of career or didn't have to move or anything like that. I get to stay in Calgary, say I do love and enjoy, right? And there's a lot of things to do in Calgary, and I get to volunteer, right? So we got like the CJSW shirt because I volunteer at the University of Calgary in their CJSW radio program and everything. And yeah, so I've done things like that. I also volunteered at my trade school and all that, so that's really cool. And yeah, just other things, like I was also part of a mental health organization for quite a while. I might go back there at some point, but it's been quite a while now that it's kind of awkward to go back, I find. But, for them, I've been able to kind of do sort of business trips of sorts, where I went to Worcester, Massachusetts, which I can never properly say that state, which is like, small, quick drive from Boston, right? Like very close to Boston, and very beautiful town, like I loved it there. Amazing restaurants and a really cool entertainment area, and also went to Sydney, Nova Scotia through them. So, for, especially 2020, you have to look at anything positive, right? Because everyone was affected mentally. Like, you're lying to yourself if your mental health wasn't affected that year, right? So, yeah, and then to get through my backlog, so I'm still bad with this, but I've done a lot better job because this year I really wanted to get through a lot more of my backlog. So the way I start to do it is, instead of just playing a bunch of like RPGs and that, maybe getting through one or two, now I'm kind of like, okay, let's only play like one or two at a time, maybe, and then also sprinkle in like, I want to kind of play one modern game and one older game. Not exactly retro, but, kind of keep it both where, I kind of said this in, was it No, it was Positive Gaming last night, yeah, where, like, I'm recording this Thursday, which this might come out the same day, but yeah, like, my older game is Zelda Skyward Swords, my newer game is like Ghostwire Tokyo and Valfaris, so that's kind of how I do it, because, and occasionally might throw in a game that I beat before but really wanted to revisit, and yeah, I kind of just been a lot more disciplined at getting through my backlog. That's kind of how I've been able to do it, is, which has been hard because I've always been someone who's played like 100 games at once and never finishing any of them, or only finishing one or two, right? So yeah, I've definitely been a lot more disciplined at sticking with like one game, one or two games, and then having a couple just side distractions, because I might also occasionally play some sports game or an arcade title, something that's just easy to pick up and play, to take a break and then go back to kind of story-driven experience, right? So, yeah, thank you so much for the question. And then, so we have John Bundy, so this is actually going to be a two-parter because, yeah, I have to kind of go through both questions here. So, yeah, his first one was, how did you get into YouTube? What are your long-term goals for the channel? Why do you not own a 32X and Pokemon Red or Blue? Along with, asking how I got into YouTube, and then, what is it you enjoy about making them? What is a game or system you would love to have but don't at the moment? So, getting into YouTube, so technically I started YouTube way back in like 2006, 2007, that was my first channel, but it's, I didn't really do anything with that, and kind of how I actually got started, I would say, in a way, was 2015, because, that was where my mental health was really bad. I went to the hospital, and, a therapist actually recommended, like, as a way to help with my social anxiety, to make a YouTube channel and start streaming a few games, right? So that's kind of how that slowly started, where I would just play and stream occasionally here and there, not too much, not too often, especially because a year after I was going to school, community college, upgrading and everything, and then, when 2020 hit, that's when I started to really watch a lot of those, like I started collecting games kind of 2018, 2019, then 2020, I really started watching YouTube a lot, where it's like, watching Mel Jesus Rocks and, all those guys are Reggie and, John Hancock, John Riggs, all those people, right? And then start to find the smaller channels and kind of gain ideas of, oh, I should pick up this, or oh, that looks interesting, or wherever, right? And going down that rabbit hole, and then eventually, like, I just wanted to do that for myself. I'm like, my mental health sucks right now. 2020, like, was really, really rough, and, and there was also rough moments during my work at a restaurant where it's like, I needed YouTube to really distract me, so I started just to make a completely new channel, start fresh, and that's kind of how I started. Is I made a channel in October 2020, October 2020, but I did start uploading until January 2021, and just started with pickup videos, and then kind of just did other things along the way, and that's kind of how I started. It's just a way to help with my mental health. And then, hold on, so long-term goals. So I don't really have long-term goals anymore. Like, it'd be great to make money off this for sure, like that would be awesome to get 1,000 subs and, make just a little bit of money, but that's pretty much it, because I'm very happy and grateful with, like, where I'm at with the people I met. Meeting people all over the world is just amazing, right? And how you have people that want, really want to see you, like, they're like, oh, I wish you could make it to this convention, or it's like, oh, we should plan something to try meet at this con or wherever, and it's like, that's an amazing feeling, because I've always had trouble making friends. I've always had issues making friends, which I guess kind of goes into my, your other question about what do I enjoy about making videos. And number one is for sure the community, because they make me feel welcome, they make me feel comfortable to talk about all this and to, really share my passion, right? Because again, I'm very anxious around people. I have a hard time, like, I just have a really hard time around others, but I feel like, especially if I met all these people, it'd just be like, we would talk like we have known each other for our whole lives, right? Like, that's just amazing to me. So, long-term goals, whatever happens, right? Because the only thing I would do is, if I reach 1,000 subs, of course I would turn monetization on, because it's like, well, might as well, but like, YouTube's just going, YouTube puts ads on you anyway, so why not? Like, I wouldn't do anything else, because things like Patreons or memberships or anything like that, frankly, I just have nothing to offer that I would say is worth it. Plus, and I want to make this clear too, I have no issue with other people doing this. This is just me, myself, but for me, I don't want, like, alienate certain people by having, like, oh, well, you can only watch this video if you're a Patreon, or you watch this video early if you're a Patreon. Like, no, I want people to have the same experience, right? So, whatever happens. Why I don't own a 32X, so I'm not really, big on trying to get a whole lot of consoles right now when I can play them on, like, you know, I have the Retron 5 and everything like that. I would love to own all these consoles, but I'm not in any rush to own, like, you know, a Genesis with, like, a CD add-on and things like that. Now, with your other question, what system do I wish I had? Easy, a Neo Geo, like Turbo Graphics. I would love to own one of those, you know, because just like most people, I never even heard of the system growing up, right? So I really would love to own that for sure. And then Pokemon Red or Blue, let me just see, yeah, and Pokemon Red or Blue, so yeah, I do prefer Pokemon Red just because Charizard's my favorite Pokemon, so yeah, but it's kind of weird. I have Pokemon Blue and then I have Pokemon Fire Red. It's, yeah, kind of interesting that way. And then, yeah, PG Venom, or PJ Venom, sorry, 1985. And yeah, 2 questions again because, yeah, probably wasn't sure if they asked, but yeah, what's my personal 3 favorite video game series of all time and why? And then also favorite color and 3 favorite songs of yours. So yeah, even though I had so much time to answer this took me a minute to think about, but I would say at number 3 for my favorite series would be Mario, and I'm going to cheat here and say every type of Mario spin-offs, all that, but yeah, but even if we're talking platformers only, like the Mario games are just really fun. I love platformers, and so yeah, like Super Mario, yeah, just really great. Then number 2 would be The Legend of Zelda. I love most Zelda games. I said before I am struggling with Skyward Swords, but, you know, most of the Zeldas I really, really love, enjoy, and have a blast with, right? They're great adventure games and puzzle games and everything like that, right? And then number 1, Final Fantasy. Like, I love the Final Fantasy series, and while I prefer, you know, the old turn-based style, I do really enjoy the action style too, like Final Fantasy VII Remake I really love, and, you know, I did really enjoy Final Fantasy 16 and things like that, right? So I would say those are my 3 favorites, and then, favorite color, so blue. Blue's my favorite color, and more specifically, probably a darker blue, like navy blue or something like that. And then 3 favorite songs of yours. So this was this one I'm not 100% sure if this is what I would choose, but we'll go with a classic first, and that's Journey, Don't Stop Believing, like just classic song. And then the other 2 would actually be covers, which is kind of strange, but I love the covers of both of these. So one of them is Metallica's cover of Whiskey in the Jar. Love their cover of that. It's awesome. And then the other one would be Disturbed's cover of Sound of Silence. Like, Simon and Garfunkel are legends and everything, but yeah, just what Disturbed did with that. And yeah, because it's not just Dave's voice, it's just everything of the piano starts, and then the acoustic guitar, and then the strings come in, and yeah, just it's an amazing cover. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure these would be my 3 favorite songs, but they are among my favorites for sure. And then we have Bill B808 asking, let's have a quick game review as Arnold Schwarzenegger, please. You said anything. Yes, I did, so here you go. My review, or should I say Arnold's review, of Super Mario Odyssey on the Switch.
Now, Arnold here to review Super Mario Odyssey on the Nintendo Switch. Now,
So in this game, you're playing as Mario trying to defeat Bowser once again. Lol. Bowser is marrying Peach and throws Mario off his airship. Lol. Oh, this is quite the plot. And now, Mario has a new cat named Cappy. Lol. And Cappy, he can control just about any little creature, even a Goomba. I love the Goomba. And my favorite character by far is the first one you get is the Froggy. I love Froggy. Lol. I love frogs. And you even get a dinosaur. Lol. I wish there was more dino action. That's one of my biggest complaints about this game is not enough dino action. Lol. And you also get to choose different outfits. You get all these coins. You get to pick all these different outfits. It's amazing now. And you're collecting moons to fly your little airship to different kingdoms to get more moons. And this is how you progress through the game now. It's a fantastic game that needs more Mario action because where are the boos? I don't see any boos in this game at all. What's up with that now? Anyways, I give Super Mario Odyssey a 9 out of 10. The only complaints? No, not enough dino action and not enough boos. Now, enjoy the rest of the video. Now. So I hope you enjoyed that, and moving on, we have Generation Pixel asking if you were stranded on a desert island. Yes, it has power outlets for the purpose of this question, and we're only allowed to take 3 video games to entertain you for 1 whole year. What 3 games will you take and why? So yeah, this one's kind of tough because I had to pick games that I both would love and love to replay a lot, but also takes a long time to just finish one playthrough of. So yeah, I'll just say the 3 games and then why. So we have Persona 4 Golden, Final Fantasy X, and Dragon Age Origins. So we'll start with Persona 4 Golden, as it's no surprise, I've said this many times, it's my favorite game of all time. You know, I absolutely love it, and you know, it's a game that I've already replayed many times before, doing slightly different choices for different, you know, characters, different kind of, you know, romance options, things like that, right? So yeah, that one I could play over and over. Then Final Fantasy X, kind of same thing. It is a fantastic game. Absolutely love that game. It's my favorite Final Fantasy, and even though the story itself takes quite a while to beat, if you have, you know, especially the remastered version with the Dark Aeons and everything like that, then, you know, you'll be spending a lot of time trying to 100% the game and things like that. So yeah, like, for sure that. And then for Dragon Age Origins is another kind of easy one where one playthrough takes like 60 plus hours, plus the game encourages so many playthroughs. I probably played and beat the game, like, I know at the very least 6 times over, because I did like the 6 origin stories and I played each character through to the end, and you know, I probably did it even more, like I probably 10 or more times, right? So like, I absolutely love that game, and while the Dragon Age games haven't quite been to that level yet, like I do think Inquisitor is, or Inquisition, whatever it's called, the 3rd game, like I think it's a lot better than people give it credit for, but you know, still, yeah, Dragon Age Origins is fantastic, a fantastic story. I love just everything about it, so yeah, that's kind of the easy one for me. And then yeah, last question is from Melissa Coffee Boy. So question, what 5 records or CDs would you take if you're trapped on a desert island? Yes, it has power outlets for the purpose of this question. Oh wait, Generation Pixel totally copied me. Yeah, he can do that. I know. Yeah, he can be a jerk that way. Yeah, you just can't trust that guy for sure, but seriously, that's my question. Happy 500, feels great, and well deserved, sir. Thank you. And yes, it does feel great, so thank you so much for the support. And yeah, for album CD, so again, this is a very tough one because I didn't want to take the easy route to just be like, oh well, I'll just burn CDs, or I'll just say greatest hits of CDs. No, let's like, and yeah, this one was kind of tough for me because usually on a CD, you know, there's only a handful of songs that it's like, oh, I really like listening to this. The other ones I kind of just skip over, right? So, yeah. But for the purpose of this, so one, I'll say the Eminem show, because even though, yeah, I said before I'm not big on like rap, hip-hop, R&B, anything like that, Eminem I do love, and the Eminem show is a classic, so that'd be one. Then my favorite band of all time is Billy Talent, so I would take one of their CDs, and probably Billy Talent 2, since that's my favorite CD from them, you know, of having like Fallen Leaves, Devil in Midnight Mass, Red Flag, all that. So yeah, that'd be another one. And then another one would be Metallica, the Black Album, because yeah, that was my introduction to Metallica. Enter Sandman was my first, you know, song I heard from them, and yeah, so many great songs from that one of, yeah, Sad But True, Wherever I May Roam, Nothing Else Matters, Through the Nevers, yeah, just another amazing album. Then, let's go throw back, and this one might make people laugh, but, you know, growing up for, you know, until Billy Talent, like growing up my favorite band was Sum 41, so let's go with their Old Killer No Filler album, because, yeah, it's just, you know, I still love that album, and yeah, just, you know, Into Deep, Fat Lip, and yeah, Motivation, yeah, just they're fun to listen to. And then, final one, so, I think, let's go Linkin Park and their first one, the Hybrid Theory album, like, and rest in peace Chester, like that's going to hurt forever, you know, but yeah, go with the first one because, you know, that was, again, introduction to sort of Linkin Park, and yeah, a lot of great hits on that one, so yeah, we'll go with that. And yeah, so thank you all so much for the questions, and again, thank you so much for 500 subs. It's awesome. Yeah, like, you guys are great, and yeah, this means a lot, so yeah, again, thank you all so much for this, and thank you all for the questions. And yeah, so it probably, like, if I do another one of these thank you videos, it probably won't be until 1,000, you know, like, I'll put a community post up for each 100 mark, but yeah, I think I'll just wait until 1,000 and then try and think of something to do for that video. But yeah, thank you all again very much, and I'll see you next time. So take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and comment, and subscribe if you want to see more, or if you just want to see any of my skits and then nothing else and leave the video, that's fine too. Thanks everyone, take care.